Hello dear students, welcome back. In this lecture we will see fluid statics part. Fluid statics means fluid body at rest condition, and whenever there is no shear force then the movement of fluid will be zero and we will call that body is at rest condition, and study of fluid behavior at rest condition is called fluid statics. So in this chapter we will see intensity of pressure, pressure head, pressure at a point, difference of pressure and pressure measurement. So let's begin. So before going to the term pressure, let's discuss what are the forces acting on a fluid element. So we can categorize forces on fluid element into two types. First one is your body force and second is your surface force. Okay, what is body force and what is surface force? And see here, as the name itself suggests, body force means the force will act on entire body or volume of the body, and surface means the force will act at the contact area or at the surface of the body. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे बॉडी फोर्स में एग्जाम्पल क्या बनेगा? फोर्स ड्यू टू ग्रेविटेशन. Force due to gravitation means weight of the body acts on the entire body. Okay, and force due to electric field, magnetic field, ये सब भी entire body के ऊपर act करता है. So these are body force. So force due to electric field you can write, and magnetic field. Okay, next is your surface force, that is very important. It acts at contact area of the surface. Okay, the surface force acts at the contact area of surface. So this depending on the direction, if it is perpendicular to the area of contact, we can call that surface force as normal force, and if its direction is along the area or parallel to the area, then we'll call that force as shear force. So surface force can be a normal force or shear force depending on the direction. If it is perpendicular to the area, then, and here in shear force it is parallel to the area. Okay, this surface force looks as a external force, but it produces internal stresses in fluid element. So because of surface force there will be a internal resistance, so it produces internal stresses. You can write here. Then we can see forces on fluid element at rest condition. Already we saw at rest condition there will not be any kind of shear force because shear force produces movement, and at rest condition movement is zero, so we will not have shear force. So the other forces are, one is body force and normal force we can have. So body force is here weight of the element. तो रेस्ट कंडीशन पे क्या फोर्स लगेंगे? एक तो वेट रहेगा, देन shear फोर्स नहीं रहेगा, तो बाकी क्या बचा? नॉर्मल फोर्स. ओके, एंड एट रेस्ट कंडीशन द नॉर्मल फोर्स एक्ट्स इनवर्ड. ठीक है. Okay, let's come to the term pressure. Pressure can be defined as normal force per unit area. Okay, so pressure is P equal to normal force divided by area A, and this normal force is inward direction, and because of that you will have a compressive normal stress. So P equal to minus sigma m, negative sign represents the compressive nature of pressure. So we'll have compressive normal stress here. If this is a plate, normal force will act like this, Fn. Fn divided by area is your pressure. Similarly, if plate is inclined at some angle, then normal force will act like this. Fn divided by area is your pressure. And if we have a curved plate and to the area of contact, if force is normal perpendicular, then normal force by area is your pressure. What is the unit of pressure? You know, force by area means Newton divided by meter square, and that we call as Pascal. So bigger unit are kilopascal, that is 10 to the power 3 Pascal. Bar, tell me bar, 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Okay, then 1 megapascal is 10 to the power 6. Okay, 10 to the power, giga means 10 to the power 9, 10 to the power 6 is equal to how much bar? 10 bar I can write. Okay, then tell me the standard atmospheric pressure value. Standard atmospheric value of pressure is equal to 101,325 Pascal, or you can write 1.01 bar. Okay, so this value is standard, but local atmospheric value varies from place to place. Okay, here you can put a box. Okay, this is a static fluid can have option A non-zero normal and shear stress, option B negative normal stress and zero shear stress, option C positive normal stress and zero shear stress, option D zero normal stress and non-zero shear stress. So static means there will not be any shear stress. Fine. So which options are correct? Zero shear stress, B and C. So out of B and C, one answer will be correct. Negative normal stress and positive normal stress. The direction of normal stress is compressive. So option B will be your correct answer. Next question. If a Mohr circle is drawn for a fluid element which is at rest, then the Mohr circle would be a circle touching the circle, option B a point on the shear axis, option C a circle not touching the origin, option D a point on the normal stress axis. So what is Mohr circle? This is the relation between normal stress and shear stress, and here we find principal stress. So this is your shear stress axis and this is your normal stress axis, and from Mohr cycle we get the value of principal stress. This is a graphical representation of that. Fluid element is rest means there will not be any shear stress, so we'll have a normal stress value, and the normal stress value is towards negative direction, and this is your minus sigma n value or P value pressure. So Mohr circle will be a point on your normal stress axis for a fluid body at rest condition, because यहाँ पे तो कोई भी shear stress नहीं है, एक ही normal stress होगा, वो भी इनवर्ड डायरेक्शन और कॉम्प्रेसिव नेचर है, तो ये हमें माइनस नेगेटिव नॉर्मल एक्सिस पे इसको रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, तो यहाँ पे एक ही पॉइंट आया. ओके, here we'll see measurement of pressure scale. So basically we start measuring pressure from two scales or two reference points. If this is your pressure axis and this is your absolute zero pressure scale और पॉइंट, तो इस लाइन पे प्रेशर का वैल्यू P इक्वल टू 0 है, और एक रेफरेंस पॉइंट लेते हैं एटमॉस्फेयर. सो दिस इज योर P एटमोस्फियर। तो एटमोस्फेरिक प्रेशर का वैल्यू क्या था, हमने पहले देख लिया 1.013 बार, ओके, and here pressure is 0. So we measure pressure from these two reference level. तो atmosphere level से अगर हम pressure measure करेंगे, we call that pressure as gauge pressure. Suppose this is a point A and we can measure this pressure from atmospheric pressure level or absolute zero pressure level. अगर absolute pressure level से हम measure करेंगे तो हम इसको बोलेंगे absolute pressure. तो this distance from this point to this point, okay, this distance is your absolute pressure. तो ये जो वैल्यू आएगा प्रेशर एक्सिस के ऊपर जीरो से लेके स्टार्टिंग करके ये वैल्यू जो आएंगे ना, दैट इज योर एब्सोल्यूट प्रेशर, ठीक है। तो ये वैल्यू जो भी आएगा, तो पी ए माइनस पी जीरो इज योर एब्सोल्यूट प्रेशर। लेकिन इफ वी मेजर प्रेशर वैल्यू फ्रॉम एटमोस्फेरिक प्रेशर, दिस इज योर रेफरेंस पॉइंट, यहां से हम स्टार्टिंग किया, देन दिस वैल्यू फ्रॉम पी ए टू पी एटमोस्फियर इज योर गेज प्रेशर, वी कॉल दिस एज गेज प्रेशर। अगर और एक पॉइंट लेते हैं, पॉइंट बी, जो एटमोस्फेरिक प्रेशर से बिलो है, नीचे है, उस केस में अगर एब्सोल्यूट प्रेशर मेजर करेंगे तो वैल्यू क्या होगा, ये वैल्यू आएगा। और atmospheric pressure say if you find, then this will be negative value because pressure of B is less than. So let's understand. So first case we can write case 1 as your first case where pressure of A is greater than atmospheric pressure, okay. So we can write here, so absolute pressure equal to here atmospheric pressure plus this one PA minus P atmosphere, PA minus P atmosphere. What is PA minus PA atmosphere? It's a positive value here because pressure of A is greater than atmospheric pressure. तो ये जो difference है, this is your gauge pressure and here gauge is positive value, okay. So you can write this plus this is your gauge pressure, okay. Gauge is positive here. Next case 2. Case 2 में क्या है? Can you put this in a box? Okay. In case 2, pressure of B is less than atmospheric pressure. यहाँ पे atmospheric pressure से कम है, तो हम क्या लिखेंगे? Absolute pressure is equal to how much? Atmosphere pressure, then minus, this is atmospheric pressure, total is atmospheric pressure minus this value minus P atmosphere minus PB, because PB is less, this is P atmosphere minus PB is your gauge pressure here, because we are taking reference level as atmosphere, so this is your gauge pressure. And here gauge pressure is the negative gauge pressure. Why negative gauge pressure? Because it is below atmospheric pressure, that's why it is negative gauge pressure, correct. So we can write this as P absolute equal to, can you put this in a box, P absolute equal to, okay. इससे क्या पता चला कि हमेशा जब भी हम एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर से किसी प्रेशर का मेजरमेंट करेंगे तो इसको हम गेज प्रेशर बोलेंगे। और जितना भी मेजरिंग डिवाइसेस होते हैं, जहां पे भी हम जिस डिवाइस से प्रेशर मेजरमेंट करते हैं, वी टेक एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर एज रेफरेंस लेवल, सो वी फाइंड गेज प्रेशर, ठीक है। तो प्रेशर माइनस एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर इज योर गेज प्रेशर। इफ इट इज पॉजिटिव देन पॉजिटिव गेज प्रेशर, इफ इट इज नेगेटिव वी कॉल दिस टर्म एज वैक्यूम प्रेशर, ओके। सो वी कैन राइट दिस negative gauge pressure as vacuum pressure. So this is equal to atmospheric pressure minus vacuum, because the pressure is less than atmosphere, okay. So can I write vacuum pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure minus absolute pressure, okay. Next is your pressure at a point. What is pressure at a point? Intensity of pressure at a point in a static fluid is equal in all directions. So if this is a point, intensity of pressure is equal in all directions. This is x, y, z. In all directions, intensity of pressure is equal. So this is P, this value is P, this value is P, this value is P, this value is. Similarly, I can represent this as normal stress. Okay. This statement is given by Pascal, and we can write this statement as intensity of pressure at a point in a static fluid is equal in all directions. So can you write sigma x equal to sigma y equal to sigma z equal to minus p? Can I write this? Put this in a box. This is your Pascal's law of fluid static.
Okay, so fundamental equation of fluid statics. What is this? In Cartesian coordinates, del P by del X equal to 0. Pressure variation in X direction for fluid at rest condition is 0. Del P by del Y also 0. But with respect to Z direction, del P by del Z is equal to minus rho G. This is in Cartesian coordinate, right? Okay, put it in a box. The variation of pressure with respect to Z is minus rho G, or you can write minus omega. This is wave density or gamma, whatever. Can you write from this dP by dZ, because there is pressure variation in Z direction only, dP by dZ equal to minus rho G. This is your hydrostatic law of pressure. In Cartesian coordinates, this is your minus negative direction, downward, upward is your positive direction. So dP is in this case, if G is taken as negative, means downward direction, there Z is negative, so negative and negative value, so positive. So downward direction pressure is positive, and upward direction here Z is positive and G is negative, so pressure is negative. Fine. So whenever it is mentioned as Cartesian coordinate, consider this dP by dZ equal to minus rho G. If it is not mentioned as Cartesian coordinate, then you can consider this dP by dZ equal to only rho G, where G downward is positive, means we will consider downward direction as positive and upward is negative. Okay, in our class we will follow this downward direction as positive and upward is negative, but in Cartesian upward is positive and downward is negative. Both statements are correct. This is for Cartesian coordinate, and we will follow this notation when downward direction is positive. Okay. So next is how pressure varies for incompressible fluid. Variation of pressure in incompressible fluid. According to hydrostatics law, for a fluid body at rest condition, dP by dZ equal to minus rho G. Okay. Let's take an example. Here we have a container where fluid is present. This is the surface of fluid level, and let's consider the point rest at a distance of h from the surface and z1 from the bottom. Free surface is at z0 from the bottom. So z0 minus z1 is here h. Z0 minus z1 is equal to h. Okay. We know dP by dZ equal to minus rho G, and at Z0, at Z equal to Z0, what is pressure? At Z equal to Z0, at the surface level, pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure, and at Z equal to Z1, pressure is unknown. Pressure is P, suppose. Now take dP is equal to minus rho g dz, take integration. Pressure, suppose we are considering from Z0 to Z1, it's varying from Z0 to Z1, then P atmosphere to P. So P minus P atmosphere equal to minus rho g Z1 minus Z0. What is Z0 minus Z1? That is H. So Z1 minus Z0 is minus H. So you will get rho GH. Okay. What is difference of pressure minus atmospheric pressure? P minus P atmosphere is your gauge pressure. Difference is gauge pressure. Put this in a box. So gauge pressure is equal to rho GH. Difference of pressure or pressure relative to atmospheric pressure is rho GH here. What is H? H is the height from liquid surface. Remember? And this is for incompressible fluid. So we found that pressure is varying linearly. Pressure is proportional to H. So as H is increasing, pressure is also increasing. Okay, so the variation is linear. Can you represent this? This variation is linear. Pressure is gradually increasing with height. Okay. Next, let's see pressure variation for compressible fluid. You know, for compressible fluid, pressure and temperature both are interrelated. They are dependent on each other. If temperature increases, then pressure increases. If temperature decreases, then pressure decreases. Okay. So let's find when temperature is constant first. For constant temperature fluid or isothermal compressible fluid, can you write this? dP by dz is equal to minus rho g, and again as it's a compressible fluid, it will obey ideal gas equation. So P by rho equal to RT. That means rho equal to P by RT. Can I place rho value here? So dP becomes minus P by RT G dz. So take common things to one side. So dP by P is equal to minus G by RT, then dz. Can you take integration now? Integration from Z0 to Z1, then P atmosphere to P. So this is P atmosphere to P means Z will vary from Z0 to Z1. Z0 में प्रेशर था P एटमोस्फियर और Z1 में प्रेशर है P. तो यहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा? ln P atmosphere divided by P is equal to minus G by RT Z1 minus Z0. So can I write this? Ln P by P atmosphere is equal to G by RT. Then Z1 minus Z0 is minus H. So minus minus plus H. So what is P then? P is equal to P atmosphere into e to the power G by RT H. So see, the variation of pressure is exponential here. This is not linear. For constant temperature fluid, when temperature is constant, pressure varies exponentially. Okay, so variation will be exponential like this. Okay, the variation will be exponential, not linear for constant temperature fluid. But for other compressible fluid, the pressure variation is linear. Okay. Now let's see one more definition. Pressure head. What is pressure head? We know pressure P equal to how much? here we are considering P pressure means gas pressure. Okay, P is equal to rho g h, and H is what? H is equal to P by rho g. This H denotes pressure head, or we can say the liquid column which corresponds to the pressure exerted is your pressure head. What is definition of pressure head? The height of liquid column that corresponds to the pressure exerted is the pressure head. The height pressure exerted. Okay, so unit of pressure head will be meter, centimeter. Okay, 1 mm of Hg mercury is equal to 1 torr. Please remember, this is a very important unit. And 760 mm of mercury is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure. Okay, consider a pipe, and on this pipe we have different cross-sectional area of piezometers attached at different points. Suppose the points are A, B, C and D. You can see all these points A, B, C and D are at a distance of h from their liquid surface. Okay, what would be the relation between pressure at A, B, C and D? They are equal. Pressure at A will be equal to pressure at B, equal to pressure at C, equal to pressure at D, because pressure depends on density at G, then H, and H for all these are same. Okay, so now one more thing, let's convert one liquid column head to another. Means suppose liquid column head or water is given, then convert same liquid head into mercury head. मतलब सपोज तुमने एक पीजोमीटर लिया है, पीजोमीटर में अगर वाटर है तो वाटर का हाइट कितना है, सेम प्रेशर के लिए मर्क्यूरी अगर लेंगे तो मर्क्यूरी कितना हाइट तक जाएगा, क्या वाटर से ज्यादा जाएगा या वाटर से कम जाएगा. ओके, फॉर सेम प्रेशर व्हाट इज लिक्विड कॉलम ऑफ टू डिफरेंट फ्लूइड. ओके, प्रेशर सपोज P1 is equal to P2, then I can write rho 1 G H1 is equal to rho 2 G H2. G get cancelled, so rho 1 H1 equal to rho 2 H2. Density of one fluid into its pressure head is equal to rho 2 into H2. Or I can write density as specific gravity into density of water. So specific gravity, I can write density of water in this side and this side will get cancelled. So S1 H1 will be equal to S2 H2. What is S1? What is S2? S1 H1. S1 is your specific gravity. Put it in a box. This is very important. तो अगर वाटर का हाइट गिवन है और कोई फ्लूइड सपोज अल्कोहल सेम प्रेशर के लिए कितना हाइट राइज करेगा, तो उसको हम यहाँ से कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे. तो जो वाटर का हेड है सेम प्रेशर के लिए अल्कोहल का हेड, ऑयल का हेड, वाटर का हेड और कोई भी लिक्विड का हेड इस इक्वेशन से हम कैलकुलेट कर पाएंगे. ओके, सपोज गिवन है कि वाटर एक प्रेशर के लिए 10 मीटर राइज कर रहा है, तो वाटर की जगह हम क्या करेंगे, ऑयल डाल देंगे. तो सेम प्रेशर के लिए ऑयल कितना हाइट राइज करेगा, तो इस फॉर्मूला से हमें मिल जाएगा. उसके लिए हमें स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी चाहिए होगा वाटर का और ऑयल का. वाटर का तो स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी कितना है 1, ऑयल का स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी चाहिए कि ऑयल का स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी वाटर से ज्यादा होता है या कम होता है. ऑयल लाइटर है वाटर से, ऑयल की डेंसिटी वाटर से कम है, इसीलिए वो ऊपर रहता है, ऊपर फ्लोट करता है. तो H2 will be less than S1. Okay, now let's see one question. Select the correct combination of statements from the following for a fluid at rest in equilibrium. Pressure must be same over any horizontal line. Density must be same over any horizontal plane. Shear stress must have same non-zero value over any horizontal plane. Then dP by dH equal to omega. These are the combination. Which combination is correct? Tell me. This is for fluid at rest condition. Fluid at rest means shear force 0, shear stress 0. But in option C, shear stress must have same non-zero value. So this will not be correct. So जहां पे C है वो सब नेग्लेक्ट कर दो. Which option is correct now? Tell me. Option 3. Okay. dP by dH equal to omega, hydrostatic law. For a same horizontal line, density must be same. Yes, if it is incompressible fluid, then density will be same. Pressure must be same over any horizontal line. Yes, at particular height, pressure will be same. The standard atmospheric pressure is 762 mm of mercury at a specific location. Okay, so standard atmospheric pressure value is given, that's fine. But local atmospheric pressure is 700. So local atmospheric pressure means actual atmospheric pressure is given. Actual atmospheric pressure at that location is 700 mm of mercury. This is not pressure, this is pressure head. Okay, this is not pressure, this is pressure head. And absolute pressure head is given how much? 380 mm of mercury. That means here absolute pressure is less than atmospheric pressure. That means ये वैक्यूम आएगा. अगर हम यहाँ पे डायग्राम बनाएंगे, ये एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर है. एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर का वैल्यू कितना है? 700. एंड ये जीरो प्रेशर है. एब्सोल्यूट मींस जीरो से हम जाएंगे तो हमारा जो पॉइंट का प्रेशर, एक्चुअल प्रेशर कितना है? 380. तो यहाँ पे जो एक पॉइंट है उसका प्रेशर है 380 फ्रॉम एब्सोल्यूट. तो यहाँ से 380 है. फाइंड वैक्यूम प्रेशर. वैक्यूम प्रेशर मींस नेगेटिव गैस. गैस मींस विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एटमॉस्फेयर. तो ये हो गया तुम्हारा एटमॉस्फेयर से इसका डिस्टेंस कितना है? तो आई कैन राइट H absolute equal to how much? H atmospheric minus H gas. Here it is negative or vacuum. So H absolute is how much? 380. 380 equal to 700 minus H vacuum. How much H vacuum is? H vacuum का कितना डिस्टेंस हो गया? 700 से 380 माइनस करेंगे, कितना बना? 320 mm. Which option is correct? First. Okay. Now let's move to next question. Pressure have been observed at 4 different points in different unit as follows. Okay. Arrange the point in descending order of magnitude of pressure. So descending means पहले तुम्हें ज्यादा, सबसे ज्यादा वैल्यू रखना है और धीरे धीरे ये वैल्यू कम होता जाए. So सबसे ज्यादा वाला वैल्यू पहले रहेगा और सबसे कम वाला वैल्यू लास्ट. दैट इज डिसेंडिंग. असेंडिंग मतलब सबसे छोटा वाला वैल्यू पहले रहेगा फिर बढ़ता जाएगा. ओके, तो यहाँ पे डिसेंडिंग वैल्यू हमें पहले कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा ना. तो 150 किलो पास्कल. सबको एक काम करते हैं, किलो पास्कल में कन्वर्ट करते हैं. तो फर्स्ट वैल्यू इज 150 किलो पास्कल, करेक्ट. देन बी 1800 millibar. Milli means what? 10 to the power minus 3, and bar means what? 10 to the power 5. So how much? Minus 3 plus 5 equal to 2. Then this is, I can write 180 kilopascal. यहाँ से 10 to the power 2 आया और यहाँ से एक ले लेता हूँ, 10 to the power 3 हो गया. So 180 into 10 to the power 3 means 180 kilopascal. Next is C, 20 meter of water. This is not pressure, this is pressure head or height. So find pressure. pressure के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? रो जी एच. रो वाटर का कितना है? 1000. G 9.81 multiply then 20. Okay, how much? Coming 196.2 kilopascal. Similarly for D, 1240 mm of mercury. This is also pressure head. Multiply rho G of mercury. How much? Rho of mercury how much? 13600 into 9.81 multiplied with 1240. Okay, this is mm. So 1.240 I can write. Find this value. This is equal to 165.4 kilopascal. Now tell me whose value is more? C. C is greater than B, then D, then A. So we have successfully arranged order of this. Which option is correct? Tell me. 1, 2, 3 or 4. C, B, D, A. Option 3 is correct. This one. Okay. Let's see question number 6. the pressure gauzes G1 and G2 installed on the system. So pressure of Pg1 equal to 5 bar. Pressure of Pg1 मतलब यहाँ पे एक बड़ा कंटेनर है, कंटेनर के अंदर और एक चैम्बर है, तो ये चैम्बर का प्रेशर एक प्रेशर गेज में रीडिंग लिया, दैट इज Pg1. Pg1 इज 5 बार और ये बड़ा चैम्बर का रीडिंग कौन ले रहा है? G2. Pg2 इज 1 बार. बड़ा चैम्बर का रीडिंग इज Pg2, small chamber reading is Pg1. The value of unknown pressure P is. So find the pressure value here. Okay. अब बताओ ये जो प्रेशर अंतर है और ये जो प्रेशर रीडिंग ले रहा है कि ये क्या सेम है? हमने क्या पढ़ा था? प्रेशर गॉज प्रेशर डिफरेंस मेजर करता है किसका? विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू एटमॉस्फेयर. गैस प्रेशर मींस with respect to atmosphere. So Pg1 will find pressure with respect to atmosphere. Similarly, Pg2 will find the value of pressure of this container, big container, with respect to atmosphere. तो हम पहले Pg2 से पकड़ लेते हैं. चलो, तो ये जो बड़ा कंटेनर है, सपोज इसके अंदर का प्रेशर हम मान लेते हैं x. ओके, दिस वैल्यू माइनस एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू Pg2 ना. Pg2 मतलब रीडिंग गैस प्रेशर, G2 का रीडिंग. G2 का रीडिंग क्या दिखाएगा? डिफरेंस ऑफ प्रेशर इनसाइड दिस कंटेनर एंड एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर. सिमिलरली Pg1 क्या रीडिंग दिखाएगा? दिस प्रेशर माइनस इसके बाहर, इस कंटेनर के बाहर प्रेशर कितना है? x है ना. इसके बाहर तो एटमॉस्फेयर नहीं है, इसके बाहर क्या है? x है. तो P माइनस x इज इक्वल टू Pg1. Now tell me what is x value? X is equal to Pg2 plus P atmosphere, that is equal to Pg2 is 1, P atmosphere is given 1.01, so this is equal to 2.01 bar. X value is known. X value यहाँ पे प्रेशर का वैल्यू कितना है? 2.01. तो प्रेशर का वैल्यू कितना आएगा? प्रेशर इक्वल टू Pg1 plus x, that is equal to Pg1 is how much? 5 plus x is 2.01. So finally you got 7.01 bar. Okay. Let's move to next question. An open tank contains water to a depth at 1 meter and oil over it to the depth of 1 meter. Then the pressure at interface of two fluid layer is. तो यहाँ पे हमारा क्वेश्चन के हिसाब से ओपन टैंक कंटेन्स वाटर टू ए डेप्थ, वाटर यहाँ तक है, उसके बाद ऑयल है, दोनों का हाइट सेम है. दिस इज 1 मीटर ऑयल ओवर द वाटर एंड 1 मीटर वाटर बिलो द ऑयल. ओके, नाउ फाइंड द प्रेशर एट इंटरफेस ऑफ दिस इंटरफेस. तो प्रेशर का फॉर्मूला क्या है? प्रेशर इक्वल टू रो जी एच. ओके, तो यहाँ पे इंटरफेस के ऊपर क्या है? ऑयल है या वाटर है? तो जो वेट होगा वो ऑयल का ही है, तो प्रेशर ऑयल की वजह से है. सो डेंसिटी ऑफ ऑयल इज हाउ मच? रो ऑफ ऑयल G and H. रो ऑफ ऑयल वाज गिवन, नॉट शोइंग हियर. दिस इज 800 into 9.81 into H. Okay, find this value. This is equal to 7.84 kilopascal. Specific weight of sea water may be taken to vary according to the expression gamma equal to gamma 0 plus C root over H. What is gamma 0? Where gamma 0 is specific weight of sea water at free surface. Okay, at free surface. H is the depth below the sea surface. Okay, so we have sea water and is at a height h, gamma equal to gamma 0 plus C root over h. Okay, linear variation. Then pressure at a depth h meter in the excess of gamma 0 h. Okay, fine. So we know pressure variation dp by dz or dp by dh equal to omega. We are not taking Cartesian coordinate. This is simple. Downward is positive. So dp by dh equal to omega or rho g. Then in place of omega or gamma here. Gamma is specific weight na, or is equal to gamma here. So write dp equal to gamma dh. That means gamma is your gamma 0 plus c root over of h dh. Fine. Now take integration. dp. If you are taking gas pressure, then atmospheric pressure value is 0. So from 0 to p is equal to 0 to h. Suppose gamma 0 dh plus c root over of h dh 0 to h. ओके ठीक है, हमने गैस प्रेशर कंसीडर किया है, तो गैस प्रेशर के हिसाब से एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर को हम स्टार्टिंग लेवल मानते हैं, तो स्टार्टिंग लेवल मानते हैं तो उसको हम क्या मानेंगे, उसी को 0 मान लेते हैं. ओके, तो दिस इज P इज इक्वल टू हाउ मच, गामा 0 h प्लस c रूट ओवर ऑफ h इज e टू द पावर हाफ प्लस 1 डिवाइडेड बाय हाफ प्लस 1. कितना आया वैल्यू, this is equal to gamma 0 h plus c, then half plus 1 is 3 by 2, न्यूमरेटर में आ जाएगा तो हो जाएगा 2 by 3, यहाँ पे है h to the power 3 by 2. Pressure equal to gamma 0 h plus this one, so it's asking the pressure at a depth h meter in excess of gamma 0 h. So in excess of gamma 0 h is 2 by 3 c h to the power 3 by 2. Option B is your correct answer. Now let's see one more question. Two tanks A and B with same height are filled with water till top. The volume of tank A is 10 times the volume of tank B. What can you say about the pressure PA and pressure PB at the bottom? So here it's given volume of A is equal to 10 times of volume of B. Volume of A is equal to 10 multiplied with volume of B. तो क्या होगा bottom में, सपोज एक टैंक है, यहाँ पे एक ए है और एक बी है. ओके, सेम हाइट, ए का भी सेम हाइट है, बी का भी सेम हाइट है, हाइट सेम है, बट वॉल्यूम ए का बी से 10 टाइम्स है. तो प्रेशर कहाँ पे ज्यादा होगा बॉटम में, ए के लिए या बी के लिए, प्रेशर कहाँ पे ज्यादा होगा, यहाँ ज्यादा है या यहाँ ज्यादा. Pressure depends on rho, G and H. तो इसका मतलब वॉल्यूम ज्यादा है, मतलब हम क्या लिखेंगे, एरिया ऑफ ए इंटू हाइट ऑफ ए इज इक्वल टू 10 टाइम्स ऑफ एरिया ऑफ ए इंटू हाइट ऑफ बी. बट हाइट ऑफ ए एंड हाइट ऑफ बी आर इक्वल, तो एरिया ऑफ ए इज 10 टाइम्स देन एरिया ऑफ बी. एरिया ज्यादा होने से प्रेशर के ऊपर कोई फर्क नहीं है. प्रेशर डिपेंड्स ऑन रो जी एच, H equal है, so you have equal pressure. Okay. Now, assuming constant temperature condition and air to be an ideal gas, the variation in atmospheric pressure with height calculated from fluid statics is. This is your gate question. तो यहाँ पे constant temperature means isothermal fluid के लिए pressure variation क्या होता है, हमने देखा था, pressure varies exponentially for isothermal compressible fluid. So this is correct answer. Okay, so in this lecture we saw intensity of pressure, pressure head and scale of pressure measurement like absolute pressure, gauge pressure. Okay, then we saw conversion of one liquid column or one head to another head, pressure head. Okay, in the next lecture we will see pressure measurement devices, basically manometer, different types of manometer, and we will try to solve few numerical based on manometer. Okay, thank you.